What's up guys, Jarv here, back today jumping into Destiny 2. Today's Friday, which means our friendly neighborhood trash collectors is back once again. We are here on Nessus this week. As you can see, we are up in the tree once again, over in a Watcher's Grave. Here we are. Have a little look at the map just so you guys can see. We're at the north side of the map here in Watcher's Grave. Cool. With that all being said then, let's have a little look and see what goodies he's got this week. Nice. Cool. So we have the exotic Engram. So if your collection is incomplete and you're missing any exotic, be sure to grab this for some legendary shards. If you have a full collection like myself, then it will provide a random piece of exotic armor instead, hopefully with some higher stat rolls. And if you don't have enough legendary shards, you can use this quest to get an exotic cipher, which you can also use on this Engram. Quick skim. So we have Monte Carlo as the weapon of the week, Frosties for you hunters, Antius wards for you titans, and the Vesper of Radius for you warlocks. So a quick look then. So Monte Carlo method. So dealing damage with this weapon reduces your melee cooldown and grants a chance to fully charge your melee ability with each kill. One of the strongest 600 RPM auto rifles, not as potent as it used to be, but it's still a very good one nevertheless. There are some ornaments actually, which I disappointingly don't have, but this is a very good one, especially for PvE, and it's still very strong even in the Crucible. So I highly recommend you come get this one if you don't have it already. Frosties then, Arcane Affinity with a 62 stat, but weighted towards recovery, and intellect, so not too bad. Rapid cooldown, so it increases grenade, melee, and dodge regeneration while sprinting. Dodging increases your sprint speed. Again, really popular actually, especially inside the Crucible. Anything that boosts your cooldowns and allows you to have your abilities more often is very popular inside the Crucible. So be sure to grab these if you don't have them already. They are top tier inside PvP. Antius wards. Void Affinity with a 59 stat, so the lowest so far of the week. Reflective vents, improved slide, and sliding after sprinting for a short time reflects incoming projectiles. Not as potent as they once were, unique in the way that they look aesthetically, but nevertheless they are still quite an interesting pick inside Crucible. I don't see these ever in PvE though, but if you have any build recommendations for that, be sure to sound off down below. But if you don't have these already, sadly it's not anything above 60, but they're worth grabbing to have in your collection. And lastly, Vesper of Radius. So we've got the Arc Affinity with a 63 stat, weighted towards intellect and resilience though on this one. So we've got Planetary Torrent. Rifts release an arc shockwave while cast, and Rift energy recharges faster when you're surrounded by your enemies. These were bugged but have been fixed. So last time we sold these, you couldn't even equip them, but now you can. And I think this is probably a better role than was available at the time. There are some cool ornaments though, such as this one. So if you want to look this cool in PvE, then be sure to grab it. But if you have any build recommendations for this, as always, guys, be sure to sound off down below. But there we go. That is for this week. I'll be back a little bit later on my personal channel here with a full Trials breakdown. So be sure to keep an eye out for that. If you have enjoyed this video, though, be sure to leave a rating down below. That super helps me out here on the channel. And if you're new here and want to keep up to date with all the latest Destiny 2 content, be sure to hit subscribe as well. I'm going to jump back into the game as always, guys, and I will catch you all again very soon.